And we are live. What's up, everybody? I'm Jay from Leprechaun TV and your host of The Hot Seat, where we light the fire underneath our guest's chair tonight. And with joining us tonight, we have Mr. Johnny, Griddle with
Brunet.
Johnny.
There you go.
You know what I mean? What? So why is it different from YouTube to Instagram? It confuses me a little.
I'm sorry. I just changed it recently on YouTube.
Okay.
It was Griddle with Johnny everywhere, and then I don't know. Recently, I just decided to just go to my name.
Okay.
So I also did a website on my name, and I just kind of decided just for like branding wise. Just in case. I don't think it'll ever not be about griddling, but just in case, like, just it felt like there's more options that way. You know what I mean? But now, like, my Instagram, my Facebook's jacked up, but I don't like having anybody follow me on that anyway. So who cares? Like I don't have like a big Instagram.
So on YouTube, it's Johnny Brunet.
Yeah, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Griddle with Johnny is cool too. I mean, that's what it was most of the time.
Right.
But yeah, I just decided to just go with my name, man. I just figured why not? That's what my website
right
is. So let's go for it.
Right on. So Johnny, we already had people waiting for us. We were talking backstage. My buddy from North Olmsted, Mr. Joey Edibles from Square Table Degenerates.
Johnny Menzel.
Is this Johnny Menzel?
I might drink like him, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm also 6'3", so I probably got 7 inches on that little guy.
Oh God, that's hilarious. And then of course I go in and say he is a Buckeye and Browns fan.
Yeah, I graduated from Ohio State, and yeah, I'm a Browns fan as well. Yeah,
right on. And here's my secretary. You got to meet her.
Yep.
My buddy Brian from Southern Ohio. He's here. I met a lot of people on the Griddle More tour. I met a lot of people on the Griddle More tour. You know what I mean?
Oh, did you go on the Griddle More tour?
It was all in Columbus, and then this year it was Hillsboro, Milford, and there was another one.
Yeah, did you go with Todd on that, or did you like just go?
I went to all four. I went to all four last year, which was Toledo, 2 in Columbus, and 1 in Grove City. Yeah, I went to all four.
I wanted to go to the one.
And Todd and Blackstone bought me the Pro Series prep cart.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's super awesome.
Yes. How about they didn't buy it? They rewarded me for my long mileage because I was driving back and forth every day from Cleveland to Toledo, Cleveland to Columbus and Grove City. I put a lot of mileage, a lot of gas, a lot of time.
Yeah, man.
It was fun.
Yeah, we used to go up to Indians games in college, or the Guardians, the Prague. I don't even. It's not even. What is it now? What is it called now? Progressive Field. No one cares. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting this is an Ohio specific. I keep forgetting this is about. I just keep.
It's still Jacobs Field.
Jacobs Field. Yeah, the Prague is what it was. But anyways, I keep forgetting. No one in this chat gives 2 craps about our major league sports team.
Well,
sorry. Continue.
Joey knows. There's actually a good number of people probably in the chat that understand what you're talking about for sure.
Yeah, it's fun, man. Cleveland's fun. I love it. Great Lakes Brewing. I like that too.
Yeah. So seeing we got some conversation and a lot of things in common. So why don't you give everybody in the chat a little bit of background bio about yourself, your family, your job, whatever you could disclose for us.
Whatever I'm comfortable disclosing. Yeah. Well, as a young high school student, I was bitten by a radioactive griddle with crazy powers until a mugger killed my uncle while I was making smash burgers one day, and I realized with great griddle power. I'm all right. That's not true at all. None of that's true. Grew up in Columbus. I got my wife, my beautiful wife, my son's about 1.5 years now. We live right down in Columbus. Went to Ohio State. That's why the flag's behind me. I've cooked. I've been in food service my entire life, starting at like 16 restaurants.
Okay.
healthcare. I started in front of house and then went to the back of house and then did front of house. I served, bartend, cook, manage. I was manager at Bob Evans for 2.5 years. That's where I learned a lot
Flat
of
top. The flat
stuff
top.
about flat top stuff,
Yeah.
and like cuss words in Spanish. So I probably so then I did a stand-up comedy as like a hobby for like 6 years in Columbus, and I did okay. Like I got to go to a couple clubs and stuff. I'm with like the Funny Stop, which is up kind of near you, and then I did the
Right.
Columbus Funny Bone with some people, and then when the pandemic hit, I mean, but it was like a hobby. Like I wasn't like making money, but I was doing it pretty serious. And the pandemic hit, my wife got pregnant at the same time, and so it like came to like a startling halt of doing stand-up comedy. And that's when I was just bored, because that literally was how I spent like 6 nights a week, was just going to different open mics or going to shows I was on. And so that's how I started YouTube. But I actually did like 3 different things before I ended up with Griddle. Couldn't let sit any farther away. So
Right.
So I did like something like this, like a talk show type thing, but it was just for Columbus, so like no one cared, but it was a good experience. So I feel your pain with setting up
Right.
guests and running StreamYard and stuff. It's a lot, man.
Yeah.
Bob Evans is really a cool guy. Bob Evans has been long dead since I was there. He has been long dead. And he did not come down. The manager, GMs I worked for were pretty cool, but no, Bob wasn't. But yeah, Gallipolis, Bob Evans is an Ohio thing too. But yeah, then so I did like 3 different things. I tried to do like funny stuff on YouTube. It was really hard. And then I was just trying to do comedy, but it was different, and I had no experience with like filming or anything. And then I saw the Griddle, and I remember seeing one years ago, and I wanted it just from my working experience, like not like for this. I was like, I want one of those. And I saw another one, and I was like, oh man, I really wanted to get one of those. This is like 2 years ago. And I was like, maybe I should do a channel about that. And so I just started doing that. Bro, I ran my first comedy show like 2 weeks before the pandemic started. Then we had a second one booked, but everything shut down. Haven't done it. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, it's hard, especially at the beginning, man. I'm sorry,
Joey hangs out with a lot of comedians. He's had a couple on his show, and one's a regular. Anthony Mayo. You ever heard of Anthony Mayo?
I don't think I know him. Yeah, I don't think so, but that's cool. Yeah, it's hard, man. Yeah. I mean, it's like, I mean, it's not, I don't know. I mean, YouTube's hard, but stand-up comedy was hard. I mean, you're just going up there and bombing like forever.
Yeah.
Like forever. And then, I mean, it took like 3 years to just like get decent, it felt like, but then you never know where you're going. Like, it's just local open mics as big as your city is, unless you move somewhere. But yeah, so I really love doing it though. I mean, I love doing stand-up comedy, but it's just, between the pandemic and then having my son, I'm not going to be hanging out at a bar 5 nights a week when I got a 1-year-old at home. So,
yeah.
But I needed a creative outlet, and that's what led me to YouTube.
Right. I mean, you're not getting paid that much. I mean, you ain't getting probably paid that much from YouTube, but it's a lot easier because you're home. You're home.
I mean, to be honest with you, like, I'm getting a significant amount more from YouTube than I ever got from comedy. I mean,
okay.
Like, if you do have like one good video on YouTube or something, you might get a little bit of money from the views and stuff, Like comedy, like, I don't know, you don't even realize, it doesn't matter how good your one joke is. Like, you need to put together an act, and certain people need to see your act, and then eventually they might start paying you. Maybe.
Right.
Which is like the sad thing, because I was starting to do it more, and then that's when the pandemic hit, is when I got like way better. Like, I was starting to get more shows and stuff, but that's just how it goes. So I'm really happy it happened, I guess, because now I'm doing YouTube, and I love it.
Yeah, and you're doing great too. You're up there on the sub side of things, which we all envy. Yeah. I just hit 2K, so to be where you were at, I'm like, all right. So it took me this long to get. I'm like, bro, it'd probably take me Brandon's lifetime to probably get to your level.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, you just like, I don't know. I've been really, really lucky. Like, and I mean, I think I worked hard, but I just get lucky. And like, I don't know, like I said about the griddle thing, like niching down helped. Like, I just wasn't making anything that wasn't on the griddle. And like, so I'd like to expand out, but I don't know how people do that. I mean, that's the next step, but I'm not doing that anytime soon because I don't know how they do it. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
it's crazy. I'm very lucky and very blessed to be where I've gotten to so far. So it's been great. It's really been great.
Yeah, man. I'm sure have you met up with any have you come across anybody that's a fan of the show? Have you met up with any other YouTubers or anything like that?
So I have not met any other YouTubers other than like messaging, like this. Like, I haven't
Right.
like actually met anyone in person. Um,
Okay.
but it's fun. I like 2 weeks ago was the first time anyone ever recognized me. Thanks, Bobby. I appreciate that. It was at a wedding in like the middle of nowhere, Ohio, and somebody noticed. He's like, "Is this you?" And he like pulled up his phone, and like pulled up the channel, and it's like, and it's just like my like, and it's a family wedding though. So like my dad and my uncles are there, and I'm like, this is the exact type of shit they would pull. They would go give that guy $20 to walk over and say something like that. So I'm like telling him like, I don't believe you, and he's like, no. I was like, my dad told you to do this. He's like, no, real. Like, I don't know which one your dad is. Like, is this you? We watch you all the time. I was like, I felt so bad because like for first 5 minutes, I was like, dude, I don't believe you. I think you're lying to me right now. I was like, I think somebody put you up to this. But yeah, it turned out like he did. He just some dude that watched the channel. So that was the first time that's ever happened. It was pretty wild for me. It's pretty wild.
Well, so we're now that we're getting to know each other and we're real close, we will be having some hangouts for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Definitely, especially once fall
I
rolls around.
hosted, yeah, I hosted a party in 2019, which was called Blackstone Backyard Boogie, BBB. Yeah, and I had Oakland here, I had New Hampshire, I had Florida, I had Michigan, Canton, Ohio,
Oh wow.
Fairview, Ohio.
Heck yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, man,
Yeah, I'd
it
love
was
to come up
a
and hang out,
big,
man.
yeah, Florida. Yeah, few people from Florida. They actually come up to Southern Ohio to hunt at the same time that I was having the get together. So
okay.
yeah, so I was like we coordinated a thing, man. We had dude doing beef ribs. Hobo did picanha.
Nice.
The Oakland folks, we all did the carne picada, chorizo tacos,
That sounds
and
awesome, man.
street tacos. Dude from Florida brought up fresh gator, so we did gator
Ooh, I've
bites,
never had
deep
gator.
fried on the Blackstone range top combo. You know what I mean?
Nice. That sounds like a heck of a party, man.
Yep. It was a good time, man.
That's awesome.
Really good time. So in the future, there's going to be get-togethers. And you're more than welcome. You and your family come up.
Hey, man, I'd love to. We would be honored to come up.
I work for a barbecue spot now, Jones Bones
nice.
Barbecue. Working a
That's
food
fun.
truck too. So anytime you guys are feeling like you want to take the youngin to the Cleveland Zoo, let me know. We'll link up. Stuff
Heck
like
yeah,
that.
man.
I know that's what you base your life around right now is your little one.
Usually.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so far.
Cleveland Zoo is cool. Not as cool as the Columbus Zoo. I heard the adults have their own swim area now. Swim up bar, lazy river, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
now.
so that was always there. It was like, so it was a zoo and it was a water park. Growing up, it had a different name, and then they were like right next to each other, but they weren't the same entity. And like that was like since we didn't have like a like a Cedar Point or anything, that's where we went in the summer. And then the zoo bought the water park. They had land rides too, but they sucked. It wasn't like anything good like Cedar Point or Kings Island. So they knocked out all the land rides and just kept the water stuff, and it's part of the zoo. But yeah, they kept the lazy river with the bar in the middle, which is that's where it's at, man.
Yeah. So that's on our bucket list to come down there. Hey, I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone on that. I could get White Castle and I could hit a lazy river.
You guys don't have White Castle in Cleveland?
No, they canceled us.
What?
Yes.
I thought they were nationwide.
This was 2015, 16, somewhere around there.
What? The whole city?
The whole northeast Ohio gone. My next stop is Indiana, Pennsylvania, Columbus. Actually, Grove City. Grove City is the first one.
Oh, there's got to be one north of that. Well, yeah, nobody needs to know in the chat, but that's crazy, man. Yeah, they're all over here. I lived on that in college, man. That's how I stayed so thin. You eat them.
Yeah.
Slides in, you slides right out.
So you had a awesome place that had burgers, Thurman, right?
Oh, Thurman's is yes. If you come to Columbus, Ohio, it's a and I would highly recommend checking out Thurman's. It's a hole in the wall place, like people write on the wall, staple dollar bills on the wall, like just a hole in the wall burger bar. Not very big, but they serve very, very big burgers. They're on Man versus Food. So yeah, that's one of the coolest places, I would say. If anyone ever comes to Columbus, Ohio, definitely check that out.
Right on. This guy comes to Ohio. His in-laws are in Ohio, right outside of Columbus. Hungry Hussy.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Yes. Yeah.
Hussy we haven't outside of Columbus.
We haven't coordinated
I've never officially
a meetup.
Met.
Yes, not yet. But we've had plenty of hangouts that we're still brothers. You know what I mean?
Nice. Yeah. Shoot, man. Hussy, you need to let me
Brian,
know next time you're around Columbus.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. We could do something.
Find some cherry wine. I don't know where it's at around here.
Ohio is big, and we're real close to. We have a lot of surrounding states.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it wouldn't be hard to have a great meetup somewhere, man. I would love to have something that like a campground, like a neutral ground between all of us. Southern Ohio would be great for me because my uncle had a spot down in Southern Ohio, right outside of Marietta.
Okay.
A lot of trails for the 4-wheelers and the dirt bikes, which is what I love. And it was great. 3.5 hours from me, but it was great. I'd love to go to Mount
Vernon. Like that's funny, Hussy. Sorry, I saw that Hussy said he went to Mount Vernon. All my roommates at college were from there. That's funny.
Yeah. There you go.
Small world, man. Small world.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's cool. We should. Yeah, it'd be fun to have a hangout, man. I'd do that for sure.
Yeah. At least a campground where we could accommodate the kids because Hussy has kids too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've seen that in his videos. Yeah. Oh, that would be a blast. Get all the griddles rolling. The Chicago is great too. I love Chicago.
Which is not far for me. It's 5 hours for me. So it ain't too much web. Now everybody's coming up with a location. All right, now see, we'll take all that and we'll throw the analytics and things, and we'll find a common ground, and we're gonna pick a campground. Hopefully, it has a lot of kids attractions and maybe you know what I mean. Some pool.
Hey, whoever wants to host, that's the deal.
Hey, I'm down to host.
Whoever's got the land.
I am always down to host, but I don't have the land. But I still have people. You know what's cool is because I'm right 5 minutes from Cleveland Hopkins Airport, so a lot of people could fly in. I don't care where you're at, you're gonna fly in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yep, for sure, man. Yeah, that would be a blast. Camping's always fun. Hello,
Yeah, man.
Maria's World.
That's my Oakland.
07.
Hey, that's my Oakland peeps. Actually, they didn't make the trip, but yeah,
It's only 6 o'clock there, 6:20, right?
right, right. She's probably not even home from work yet. She's listening on the speaker in the car. You know.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Hey, Bobby, we met up in Bobby Cat and I. We met up in Southern Indiana with another Blackstoner, Keith Bedtag, and we had some other barbecuers come in, and actually we didn't cook all week. Everett Barbecue, got to check him out, man. Indianapolis, Indiana. Bass player, you know, the big cello bass, and he's in symphonies and stuff. He's that good.
Oh wow,
we call him Tuxedo Joe.
There you go.
Yeah. And he's a pretty good guy, man. He come in and cook pork belly, brisket, chicken wings. The only thing I think didn't do was ribs.
Still, that's a heck of a spread.
Yeah. and Joey.
Spot for the party. Tennessee. Yeah. Ohio's out. Well, yeah, mostly out. Good to see you too, Hussey.
Yeah, man. Keep fighting a good fight, brother. I hope you feel better, man. A lot of people are back to getting sick. How about that?
I know, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. So it's still around. We're still fighting. We're still bending the curve.
Yeah. Yeah. Doing the best we can, man.
But it's great to be back out, seeing people, meeting people, fraternize, rubbing elbows, stuff like that. I'm glad we rubbed elbows. Thanks to my team that had noticed how successful you've been doing. I noticed too, but sometimes I get intimidated by asking the bigger channels. You know what I mean? Like that goes a long way. Like
a bigger channel, but I appreciate it.
Well, man. You're doing pretty well. How about that?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Thank you. No, I appreciate it.
Yeah, sitting at 35.
Like hussy big.
Oh,
yeah.
You're on your way to your silver play button for sure.
Yeah, you never know. Just keep going. But yeah, no, I understand. Like I said, I ran the show, like I said, the comedy show, and it was weird because it was just like friends around the city that I would ask. But it's a lot, man. I appreciate you guys putting it on. Like everybody doesn't know what goes on behind the scenes. Like you got to contact people, and then you got to hope they show up, and it's may or may not surprise people how wishy-washy other people can be and can drop on you in the last minute. That happened to me all the time, man. It was just like, it was so hard for something. You're like, look, I just want like a half hour to chat. And then, they'll send you a message an hour before, like, yeah, I can't make it. I don't know if that's ever happened, but it's rough,
That's my beer guys are starting to show up. Obviously the show's over there. We got Joey Edibles with the update with the NBA draft tonight. Cavs are up next. That's a good one, man.
I've got to go.
Yeah. 2K subs don't get you many views. I average I think my average is like around 100. 100 views per video. Yeah, man. We're doing great. But you know what's great? You know what's great about it though is because I'm so close to everybody that is here with me.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Absolutely.
on personal levels, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Give or take somebody that I may interest out there.
Yeah, it's. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about it is like the connections you can make, and like, I mean, you realize. I don't know. I mean, growing up like with technology and stuff, like I don't know. Like I'm 36 now, so like, I mean, I had was young enough to like when Facebook and stuff first started to like appreciate how insane it was because I was
Yeah.
also in high school when stuff like that didn't exist. You know, in high school there was no Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, and YouTube had just started, but no one knew what it was other than cat videos. But still, like even after doing all that, I didn't really understand how like the connection you can make until I really got into doing YouTube. It's like, yeah, there's like people. I mean, there's a lot of people that watch every video, like, and that's like they're taking their time to watch the stuff that you create, and that's like that's cool, man. I spent 5 years telling terrible jokes to a room full of like 5 strangers and 10 other comedians waiting to tell their terrible jokes.
Yeah. It's a grind. Some people, like you said, upload something, make a channel, whatever. 5 years could go past and you done surf the web, try to find some kind of where do I fit in? Just like high
Yeah.
school. Just like high school, you know what I mean? Are you a
Oh,
jock? Are you a stoner? You know what I mean? Which one are you? You know,
that's the hardest thing.
are you a greaser or are you a social?
or social? Stay gold,
But
Tony boy.
right, stay golden. But yeah, man. And your channel obviously is doing well on this side of the platform. How are you over across the board? How you doing?
As in
Like Instagram, Facebook.
not like I don't like not well, like not crazy, but I kind of, I mean, and this is just me. Like if anybody cares or other people watching do YouTube, I don't know. Like I at some point was kind of doing that and was trying to do them all, and I just ran out of time and was just like, okay, one platform pays me, and the other ones don't.
Right.
One platform is going to go around and suggest if they're good enough or interest people is going to suggest my hard work to other people, and the other ones don't. Like they just don't. So like I'm not doing well, but I just stopped. Like I just stopped, and that was why with the name and stuff I didn't really care because I was like, well, I'm building the website so I could sell something, and how also making myself look at least like I kind of know. For some reason, a website makes you look like you know what you're doing, but I don't know what I'm doing. I apologize for wasting yours. No, no. So
hey, your content is your content, man.
Yeah. So I was just like, I'm not doing Facebook and stuff because I try to upload videos on Facebook and stuff, but I was like, I don't even know like what's best case scenario if one video takes off on Facebook. I don't even know what that's going to do for me. Like I really don't. Like
I don't think it'll ever because the way we get put in the basement sharing that YouTube link to Facebook, like Zuckerberg
so upload it directly.
and all of them, they had a falling out. You know what I mean?
Well, you can upload it directly, like on Facebook. You can like, rather than just share the link. But that still doesn't. They're not gonna like. They don't pay you for any of it or anything. So you know, and they're like have their version of Shorts or Reels or TikTok too. But the same thing with TikTok. TikTok blew up, and it's like, but I don't know. I don't know it's how it's gonna pay me. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm my guess. Everybody's on every platform, but I think most of my audience, our audience. I mean, we have the same audience, same people, just people that cook out. I mean, they're on everything, but I feel like YouTube is just the easier way to go, and I'd rather focus my time rather than taking time to like craft some Instagram post. I just focus my time on just putting out more YouTube videos or using the community tab. I still don't use the community tab enough. But I'd rather get in front of those people that have subscribed on YouTube than people on Facebook. But it is nice for people to be able to reach out to me on Facebook. So that's nice to like shoot me a message or something, or ask me a question. And I don't mind answering questions at all. If I know the answer, I'm not going to lie to them. I don't know everything, but yeah. So the other ones are very small. Like, I don't know, 500 subs or followers on Facebook, and I have no idea on Instagram. Nobody follows me on Instagram. So, but I don't post them.
Those are Instagram's my weakest, but I look at Facebook as a free advertisement, but also I'm using my government name. So how you use your government name over here on YouTube, I'm opposite. Everything else is Leprechaun TV except for Facebook. Because I have a lot of reach on Facebook. You know what I mean? So that's just in Ohio. That's just in Ohio. You know what I mean? So I follow a lot of local stuff, support a lot of local stuff, small business. So that helps. You know, and it's free. Like I said, it's free advertisement. All I do is tag people. You know,
right.
I get put in that algorithm because I'm not posting links to my. I used to post the YouTube over to. Bro, you get put on the bottom shelf of bottom shelves.
Right. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't care. I mean, they don't want to promote. I mean, it makes sense. It's not like real to us, like, because it's all just on the internet. But like they're rival companies. Like, what would happen if you walked into Walmart with like a giant like Kroger sign, like, "Hey, guess they got a sale over there at Costco." Like, you know what I mean? They'd be like, "Get out of our store, man!" Like what are you doing? Like, you're advertising someone else in our space. So it makes sense why they don't like each other or don't necessarily want to promote each other.
Carla here. She's an up and coming channel. You know what I mean?
Oh, nice.
Trying to find her way.
Yeah, that's what I would recommend. I just don't have time either. Like, and that was the thing when I was like getting my videos better. It's like, okay, like I only have so much time between a job and a family, and when it's like when my son finally goes to bed and we stop watching TV, and it's like right now, and it's like, okay, I want to work for 2 hours until I go to bed or whatever. Do I want to keep typing out stuff for Facebook and pushing it, or Instagram, or do I want to edit the next video and try to make it look good? And so that's why I was like, okay, it's almost been better. I mean, I've heard people say that before, but it's almost like having a child or something is like when you have less time, then you are forced to prioritize. Where if I did this when I was like 23 and I was single and I was out of college, I'd probably be like, you know what? I can do all 7 social medias. I'm going to have an account on each one. I'm going to post each day.
Watch me work.
12 beers and watch the Browns win and smoke half a pack of Marlboro 27s or whatever. And like, I probably would have been like, watch me do all this. And then you don't get any done. So it's probably been better that my time gets limited, you know, and it forced me to focus.
Well, at least you have time to griddle, right?
I do find the time to griddle whenever I can. So yeah, that's the other thing too. I gotta shoot and griddle whenever I can. That Safe Flag is burning my retina. He said right before I got on here, I was like, this flag is gonna bother some people. Look at it.
The shirt's bothering some people and the flag. So
how can the shirt bother? Who is the shirt? I don't care. Look, people hate Ohio State, and I understand because, like, you know, I don't like.
I mean, hate
Alabama.
Greatness all you want. Hate greatness all you want. You know.
Yeah. I don't like it. Nick Saban can eat as many Little Debbies as he wants. I don't give a shit. I hate it. But the Beatles, how can you not, like, they changed the path of music history? I don't understand. Like, it's like not even a conversation. There's not like, it's just like, well, yeah, there was music, then there was Elvis and the Beatles, and then it changed.
Here's the thing amongst a lot of us that hang out right here, right now, is there's a debate going on of Beatles versus Queen.
which that's insane to me because
Well, we have a lot of UK. We have a lot of UK.
It's Beatles versus the Stones. That's the debate that everyone has.
Ooh.
It's not Queen. That's like saying we're having a debate. It's Coke versus RC Cola. You're like, what? No, man, it's Coke or Pepsi. Who the hell brought in RC Cola? That's not even on the top shelf of the premium soda pop. You're bringing it like the Queen's great, but my God, that's not even. You can't even. I don't know. I mean, I love Queen, but dang, man, I can't even. I would put. Who would I even argue with Queen with? ELO. I would put like ELO with Queen. I would put.
You would so fit in to our
Patty,
to a lot of hangouts, man.
I mean, people I love, but like that's second tier after like Beatles and Stones to me. Like I just don't know how. Who else? Queen. I'm trying to think who else I would put in their group. I mean, they definitely be in the second group, but I'd probably throw Zeppelin in the top group too. And then I'd still keep Queen below that. I don't know, man. Yeah, but hey, nothing wrong. I love Queen. Nothing wrong.
Well, I mean, this is just an ongoing, you know what I mean, debate. Like it'll spark conversation like it does right now.
Yeah.
So another fan favorite question.
Winger.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
I
had a vinyl. I was in a band in high school. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was in a band in high school. We took some records from his dad's basement. We put them on the basement wall, and one of them was Winger. And I don't think I've listened to a single song. I remember we had that vinyl album on the wall. Oh, Winger. Sorry, go ahead with your question.
No, so back when this guy hosted the hot seat, there was a question from Mr. Mega Fred Zeppelin. That's his name. San Francisco, good guy, whatever, whatnot. And he'd be like, "What's your favorite band?" So that question got a little vague because we could talk about every genre, whatever, whatnot.
Right.
What's on your playlist right now, whether it's Pandora, Spotify, whatever? You get in a car, what are you throwing on?
How familiar are you with Coco Melon?
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's for kids. It's a bunch of Wheels on the Bus is my main song that I'm rolling through right now.
You're right. Okay.
No,
so next question. Hey, next question.
When I'm by myself. So it goes all over the place right now. I mean, I listen to everything except country. And so like right now I really like the National. They're out of Cincinnati. That's like alternative rock. It's not like classic rock. I dive into a little bit of rap. I like J. Cole. I listen to an independent radio station around here that's really good called CD 92.9, and they put out new stuff. I'm trying to think what would be new. I don't even listen to that much new stuff now. But if I was going through that's what I'm listening to now. But I listen to anything, or if I'm at work, I'll throw on classic rock. I mean, if we're going through like classic rock, like big hits, people like my favorites, like I'm a big fan of The Boss. All right, Springsteen, Tom Petty.
That's a good one.
Aerosmith, and Bob Seger. I love Bob Seger. Three Dog Night. Okay. And then if I had to go with one more, and I'm removing the Beatles and the Stones from this sort of conversation. I'm just going with like my classic rock top 5. And then, dude, I have been listening to a lot of ELO lately. I don't know. Like ELO is something that like I didn't really get because I'm younger. So I wasn't like around when they came out. So I knew like the hits. Like I knew like the hits. I think it was when Guardians of the Galaxy 2 came out, and they had an ELO song on there, and that's when I started listening to more ELO. It's like they have like a deep catalog that I didn't realize, and I thought I knew a little bit. You had me in everything country. Yeah. So yeah, but I like everything. I listen to a lot of music and I know a lot of music, so I love everything.
So here we go with the music. Captain says
that's all shitty American crap.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you want to go with English? All right. I like Oasis a lot. When I was in band in high school, we played a lot of Oasis covers. How deep are we going into like the Vines? I doubt they were. That's a little too greatest ever. Nickelback. Oh, that's Canadian crap. That's crap on a tree.
Hey, here's Cap.
Floyd, Zepp, Maiden. Yeah, I don't like Iron Maiden, but Zeppelin's basically the most popular cover band of all time, which I'm okay with that. But like, yeah, Floyd, I do like Pink Floyd, and then Queen, I do like Queen too. Nothing wrong with Queen.
Right. I just like to stir the pot. I throw it right in there. I'm like, both bands suck. You know, go Johnny Cash.
There you go.
CB, my dude from West Virginia,
Santana.
Santana, that's a good one, man. If you like the guitar to talk, you know what I mean. Hendrix, Santana, Stevie Ray Vaughan. You know. How you feeling, man?
Oh, I'm doing good. About ready to get on the third beer. How's how the Mickey's rolling over there?
I am quarter left, and then I run out.
Oh, there you go. Hand grenade. Dome call.
Yeah. I'll be sending out bat signals, leprechaun signals. Mr. Hobo here.
Yeah. Longest running cooking talk show. It might be the longest running Beatles versus Queen debate on YouTube.
Man, we would have to battle a lot of channels because it goes across the board a lot of channels.
98 degrees.
Yeah, this guy, I said a couple things. He took it in for this and that. I come from a lot of genres.
Yeah. Yeah, listen to my first show. Right there you go. Summertime Girls. 98
hot
degrees.
Summer boy. I'm a hot summer boy.
Old Nicholas.
I come from a lot of boy bands. All different genres too, you know what I mean? New Edition, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. Bobby Brown. Nothing wrong with that. A lot of
people don't like to admit that they were. Hey, the Temptations was a boy band. Jackson 5 was a boy band.
Well, Jackson 5 was the first kids boy band. Yeah. You know where all those ideas came from to put in like young people and make a pop sensation? The Beatles. Like that's why they changed history of rock and roll, because they all dressed the same and they had the mop top, and that like inspired everything was after that, the boy bands, and then they changed again and they did psychedelics. Like it's not even a conversation like how much they influenced all of rock and roll and music history. Like they're solely responsible for that. Make them all look kind of the same and dress them up, all four young boys, and then make them dance and sing. And everybody's like, you know what? That makes a lot of money. Sorry, I can't. This is insane. The Queen thing's insane to me. I can't think of a better analogy than RC Cola. But Queen is the RC Cola of rock and roll.
Oh, here we go with the comments. Oh my God. Oh, look who showed up.
Fred Zeppelin.
Wow. So let's recap. What is your favorite band all time?
Like, I mean, am I discounting the Beatles? Like my opinion of the Beatles is so high that I would remove them from the conversation and say, like, you can't pick them.
Well, there you go, Fred.
Yeah. And then
there you go.
So I would say you cannot pick them. And then if I picked a favorite band, then it would probably be someone, because that's all before my time too. So you want somebody that you at least like experience like in your youth and got to see live and blah, 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 blah. So like I was really into the Chili Peppers, like through their heyday, through
Okay.
Californication and Mother and By the Way and stuff, and got to see them at Lollapalooza in Chicago. So I mean, they're probably not like my favorite band now that I listen to the most, but I have very, very fond memories of that.
Yeah, I got introduced to Sublime
Yeah, it's a
before
good
they
choice.
made it mainstream. Oh man,
Oh
that
yeah,
was awesome. Chick from Cali came up here with a demo. You know what I mean?
yeah, a tape. Yeah. I ain't got no crystal ball, but
and
yeah, man,
it bumped. We bumped it. I mean, we probably wore that tape out.
I believe
We
it.
were jet skiing. We were out on the Lake Erie, having a good old time, and
Put-in Bay.
we didn't make it that far. We didn't have a good enough boat with a big enough gas tank. But we stuck around the shores of Edgewater Beach.
Nice,
You know,
nice.
yeah,
That's cool, man.
yeah.
Early Sublime.
Oh, man, it was a good one.
So yeah,
It was
what
a
else
good
you
one.
got for me? What are the hot seat questions? Your
Man, there's
cooking stuff.
there's another one that I don't ask anymore. It'd be like, what's your Mount Rushmore? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, people
For
that
what?
you would put people you
For-
would put on the Mount Rushmore. You know what I mean?
I was like, for food I cook on the griddle. I was like,
Right. Oh, I would rather see that than for people. A smash
I can give you
burger,
that.
French
Yeah,
toast.
Because you're gonna have to. If there's only 4, you're gonna have to cut somebody off. On the
Right.
other that no, by people Mount Rushmore. I mean, yeah, it'd be a lot of family members that no one knows and stuff like that. That I think are great people. Yeah, and I've always liked Charles Barkley because he seemed like if there's a celebrity I wanted to hang out, play golf, and go gamble with, it would be Charles Barkley. So, anyways, he always makes my Mount Rushmore. But no, my griddle Mount Rushmore, that is tough because because So what the obvious ones would be like smash burgers, cheesesteaks, fried rice.
Gotta have breakfast.
Man, and this is where it's getting.
Gotta
Somebody's gonna
have
have
breakfast.
to.
Gotta
Well,
have
that's
breakfast.
exactly where I'm going. You got to have breakfast. Oh, hold on, I got to
Gotta
plug
have
this
breakfast.
computer in before it goes down. Yes.
Oh,
Put in the comments
okay.
what everybody else thinks, but you got to have breakfast. I don't know if
Yeah.
there's going to go generic breakfast or a hash. Let me plug this computer in real quick before it dies.
Okay. So, Griddle Rushmore. Wow. We just came up with something. Wow. We're creating history. What is your Griddle Rushmore? Ooh. This sounds sexy too.
Sorry about that.
How you doing?
Good. So
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Chorizo
Hello.
and eggs. That's such a good one. God.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's my favorite. That's my favorite right there.
that's my favorite because chorizo's so cheap, and I'm so cheap, and like I can get
Right.
it. I mean, in like
It's chopped up
chorizo,
pork, seasoned Mexican style.
yeah,
You
and
know
like
what I
a
mean?
potato and eggs, and you're like, all right, I'm sold. You throw down some tortillas. Yeah,
Tacos,
I mean, I would
burritos, quesadillas.
say, yeah, fajitas are good. But yeah, my fourth one's gonna have to be breakfast. I don't know if it's a specific breakfast. I just like making a scramble too. I just like throwing eggs, potatoes, whatever veggies I have in the fridge down, and then whatever meat I decide to buy that day, whether it's bacon or sausage. But chorizo would fall in there like some sort of hash or scrambled. So that's gonna be my fourth one, which is
sure.
man, that's tough to pick because it's fun. You know, it's fun making pancakes and French toast and BLTs and stuff like that too.
Yeah. So every week, actually, your Griddle Rushmore could change in a heartbeat. You know.
Yeah, I guess it depends what video I'm putting out. That way, there you go. That's what it is.
Right. And here's the thing: is a griddle is so versatile. Like I honestly did barbecue on mine. I ruined my seasoning doing a brisket. I ruined my seasoning doing a rack of ribs. I ruined my seasoning doing tri-tip. You know,
Yeah,
I
well, you can
created
always just season it.
Blackstone barbecue.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I love just making sandwiches, um, toasting the bread, just being able to do something simple like a chopped cheese, and it just being able to toast the bread. Oh, or that's my other thing. If I was to give a much more music, Neil Peart drums, Freddie Mercury vocals, Jack Bruce bass. So I played bass in my high school band. That's a good choice. Eric Clapton guitar. Yeah, team of choice. Uh,
Yeah, baby. You guys see
yes.
that, right? You guys see that, right? Yeah, my man.
Yeah. So no, but yeah, I love doing breakfast, and I love. Although I was gonna say, oh, if anybody cares or anybody griddles, I don't know if they're here for the drinking or the griddling, but my like,
A
if
little
if
bit
you
of
never
both.
bought New England style buns for your hot dogs or sausages or brats, look for the split top New England style
Oh
buns
yeah,
because you can
yeah, for sure.
toast them, and that's the makes the world of difference is just toasting them on the griddle with your hot dog, and it just takes it to the just a little thing that just steps it up a little bit. So I would
Hmm.
highly recommend that. How
Yep.
tall is the tallest person you've ever seen in real life? Like 7'3", 7'2". So when I was at Ohio State, it was the same year that Greg Oden was there. We took
Oh, Odin, bust, bust
yeah.
Odin.
I mean his knee busted. Yeah, I mean he just got so I was in like Bio 101 in like this giant auditorium at Ohio State, and I'm up like in the top, and like it's pretty. I'm 6'3". I mean, so I'm relatively tall, but and like so it's cramped. Like my knees are like up to my chest. I'm like, man, this sucks. And I look over to the left, and there's Greg Oden with his knees like draped over 3 chairs in front of him. I was like, well, just goes to show you could always be worse. There's somebody who's got it worse than you. I was like, this isn't made for tall people. But yeah, and then I like stalked him on the way out. Because like I said, I'm relatively tall. I'm 6'3". So I was like, I want to see like how much taller that is than me. You know what I mean? And
Right.
it's a lot fucking taller. Like it's a lot. So that's the tallest person I've ever seen.
This guy, he's across the pond.
I'm here because I got lost.
He's actually getting up and going to work.
God.
Right. We got Joey over here.
Josh Cribbs. Oh wow, Josh Cribbs returning punts, kickoffs, and Antonio Gates. Wow. Well, Edelman was probably not far behind then. If Josh Cribbs was there, he should have been the quarterback at some point. I think at Kent State. See, now we're off on NFL again. I don't think anybody.
I mean, it's a tough subject because myself and Joey Edibles, Square Table Degenerates, we're involved in a lot of backseat with the Browns backers and all that.
Oh, nice.
You know what I mean? Super fans, stuff
Yeah.
like that. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
If we could bring that to a video, it'd be awesome. We just need people in place. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
A lot of people. Now, do you do all your filming, editing, all that by yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, I paid to have one video edited. And she did fine. I'm just extremely cheap. So I'm
How
trying
much
to.
do you charge? May I ask?
It was like 35 an hour. I went on Upwork,
Yeah,
and like
35,
you can go anywhere from like 20 to like $100. So I was like, well, I'll
Right.
find somewhere in the middle. And then she's
Right.
very nice. She's just out of school for editing, and like they'll just send you like generic messages like, "I'd love to edit your video. I saw your request. I'd love." And she sent something like about watching one of my videos. I'm like, oh, so this girl like actually took the effort to like go to my page and watch a video. And I was like, that's nice. Like, so I picked her. I left in 2005. Edelman was there in like 2006. That's what I thought. And so so then so she didn't do a bad job or anything. It was just like, and I'm sure she did. It does take 5 to 6 hours, especially if you've never done it before. And but just from how the video did to how much I paid, I was just like, I don't know. I just haven't done it. So I'm trying to get back into doing that because I'm trying to take something off my plate, and everything that I've like read or heard in podcasts are like, at some point you just got to bite the bullet and do it. And like, it's going to take more money and be longer at first, but eventually it frees up your time to do more stuff, like come up with ideas or something. So I want to get back into do it, but it's really just, it's just me being cheap. Like, how much do you want to pay to do, you know, like a couple $100 for something that you're already doing. And then, you know, if it doesn't like return the dividends to you. So it's hard. But I'm sure I will. So yes, I'm doing everything. I film, I edit. Yeah, I do it all in the thumbnails and stuff. So, yep.
I don't. I have a team. You met them.
Nice.
That's a great thing about Leprechaun TV. It's much appreciated, loved, and we love to have you. I'm glad you came on.
I appreciate.
Dude,
yeah, Bobby.
I didn't realize how much we had in common till I actually was suggested by my secretary. Reach out. Producer might have had some encouragement in there, but it happened. Here we are. We completed a show.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It was great.
I loved having you on. You're an awesome dude. Been watching you for many, many moons.
Yeah, man, I appreciate being on. And I remember when you took this over. And it's just, I'm excited for you. It's just, it's a great show. Sure. It's a good time. Such a fun following of people that always come and just support this show. It's one of those things, like I was saying earlier, it's just like, it's just one of those really, really cool things you can do on YouTube. Like, it's just amazing that, not to get like weird deep about it, it's amazing that StreamYard exists and YouTube and like how effortless it is for you to just shoot me a message and be like, yeah, man, just hop onto this website that we're going to broadcast live. It's crazy, man. It's just crazy. Talk about griddles. Shit.
Right on. So what are we expecting from Griddle with Johnny and Johnny Brunet?
A lot more griddling. I've been spending a lot more time trying to update my ebook and make it better. And then I plan on going into, Bobby asked about live cooks. I really want to do the live cooks. The thing is, I know you said you can't hear the AC unit, hopefully next to me, or the furnace, but my AC unit is so loud outside. And that is one of the things that like, I have to like turn it off when I do live cooks, but maybe it's just in my head, but I'm just worried that it's just so loud that people can't hear me and stuff. But yeah, I'd love to do more live cooks. I just feel like I need a team though too, because I'd like to interact and be able to answer questions as I do it. It's hard enough to film and cook and then answer questions. So I'd like to have somebody there so that I could answer questions, because I enjoy doing live cooks. I miss, not that it would be a performance, but I miss that aspect of doing stand-up comedy. And I also feel like my one main goal is to help people learn how to use a griddle. And I think that's the best way to do it, is just to watch it all the way through, you know. Right. It really is. But it's like a catch-22, because you understand, like, this video is not going to do as good as the other video. Like, it's not going to, my other video, it's not going to do as good as one that's kind of edited and a little more polished or something. It's just not quite as entertaining. So like, I understand that. So that's the hard thing about it, but I really want to do more live cooks. And I got some more stuff planned, getting into different stuff on the Griddle, doing some hashes. I really like hashes, like I was saying earlier. That's what I've been like working towards doing. So hopefully a lot of good videos coming up. Hopefully I appreciate anybody here that watches, because yeah, it's crazy. I really appreciate it. Just how many views I've gotten. It's been a wild year and a half, 2 years.
A lot of griddlers in this world, man. And they are,
Yeah.
if you hit that search right, you know what I mean? You're golden, which is where you're at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're gonna be hungry hussy status. You keep it up, man. Seriously.
Yeah, that I mean, I don't know. It seems
that.
impossible, but yeah, he did so well. It's so great for him. But yeah, I don't know. I'm biased, but too, like when I decided to switch, like I'm not the best cook or anything, but like I have worked in the industry for a while, and I do know that every single restaurant has a flat top. They all do. There's not a single fast food or like normal restaurant that doesn't have it. And I think it was just waiting for the technology to get around to make it residential. And so I'm biased, but I think everybody's going to have a griddle in 10 to 15 years. Not everybody. Let me rephrase that. I think as many people that have just plain gas grills will have griddles. I think it'll be 50-50 in the next 10 years. And that's, again, totally biased, but I think so, because they do everything and more.
Yeah, man. We're in the same boat, community, family, whatever you want to call it. And I'm so glad you came on the hot seat. I was a little, I have to admit, I was a little timid reaching out. Like, dang, man.
Oh,
like,
man, I don't
like that.
You reach out anytime.
I'm more of a, I'll promote the channel coming up. You know what I mean? Versus the established. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, yeah, no, man. Yeah, I'm happy to come on. I had a blast, man. And whenever you want, man. I can make it work with my schedule. I'd be happy to come on. You know, it's always fun. Like I said, I miss it. Like I said, I used to do this for a couple episodes when I was trying to do my own show. It's fun just being live and stuff and just chatting with people and go from there. It's just great.
You're still testing your vocal skills, comprehension. You know what I mean? All right, Johnny. Yeah. I appreciate you, man. I love it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Our Griddle Nation is strong, you know that. And everybody else in the chat, whether it's barbecue, cooking on the stove, even a microwave, we're all going to help you.
I appreciate it.
I love you. Thanks for coming out. Chat. I'll see you guys next week. Always deuces.
Thanks so much.
Yes. And we're going to go in 3,